Today we are talking about starting to make a book, and we're beginning with folding paper. To begin with, it doesn't really matter what kind of paper you're using. It does, but not when you're beginning. Something out of a printer is fine. That's probably 80 GSM. You could do 100 GSM, but the thicker you get, it gets its own set of problems. Anything out of a printer will do. A4 size is a normal legal size. This is folded one more time, so it'd be an A5 size, and it's just about half the size of your normal sheet. So I'm going to be folding A5 papers into signatures. What is a signature? This is a set of signatures that have been sewn together. And all a signature is one of these little folded sections of paper. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signatures all sewn together. I'll teach you how to do that. And this creates a text block. This is a text block, which we then put in a case or cover to make something like that. All right, so folding. It's a simple thing, but it's something that you want to get right. If we just take, here it's 6 pages, and fold them over like this. I have my bone folder here, which you don't need, but it's kind of nice to have. This one's just made of plastic, but they call it a bone folder because traditionally they're made out of bone. I rub it on there. Now, a couple of things. In this case, the paper's fairly thin, so it does get a nice little fold and pinch there. But you'll notice the end is a bit kind of random. On our signatures over here, if you look very closely at the end, you'll see that they kind of go in little triangles. And laid out straight, let me try it this way. Laid out straight, which is difficult to do with something this small, it actually looks quite nice. And first editions back in the day would be done like this, so you get the nice undulating edge on the paper here. Now, if you're trimming your book, it doesn't matter which you have because you'll be cutting this off flat or maybe making a nice concave thing there. Trimming the tops as well. Everything will be like a book you would buy in a store, right, clean, shaven. I don't have the right kind of tool to do that right now, so I haven't done that yet. What I do instead is I make that undulating triangle thing. The way that you do that is instead of folding all 6 or 7 or 8 sheets at a time, you take one. I like to put it up against a ruler, and it's quite finicky. You want to just get it right exact, pin it down, drag this way to pinch the middle, go to either side, and then use the bone folder like that, and you get a super tight, fine fold. This should be lined up as exactly as you can make it. And then you do 5 more. Take your time. Don't rush this because this is going to be the finish on the end of your book. On that front edge where you get, the more care you put here, the more beautiful the edge of your book is going to be, the more regular, the more purposeful. So that's 3. This seems finicky, but I've done some decently sized books now. It goes pretty quickly. It's kind of a Zen activity to do. There are parts of doing the book later that I find a bit more stressful, getting the corners right on the leather corner, that kind of thing. But the folding can be a nice, easy, peaceful activity. And if you get one wrong, so you can just use your fingernail like that if you want instead of the bone folder, that works. Might wear it down over time. But if you don't have that many tools, It's really easy to get started even without many tools. I think it costs, I'm in the UK, it costs about £9, or about $11 or $12, I think, US, to get a kit that has thread and needles and all that kind of thing in it. So here are my folds. Now what I do is I open it up and I just put each one inside the others like this. Like that. Pack them down, and you can see, even without it being sewn, you should be able to see that nice kind of triangle shape that we're going there. We get a whole bunch of these put together, and that's where we get our little book. So to recap, you probably need a ruler. You might need a bone folder, or you can use your fingernail, or maybe even a credit card or something. You can experiment with other objects if you don't have one of these, but they're cheap. Plastic ones are cheap. Preferably an 80 or 100 GSM, but any type will do, as long as it's not so thick that it doesn't fold. And you make your signature.